Welcome to 5 Minutes of Fury as part of Furey Take. Today it's a 5-minute rundown of the state of sports, and we start in college football. And the AP preseason poll came out today. The number one team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, Hook 'em Horns. And of course, Arch Manning, the man behind all of that, the family heritage, of course, but also the poise and precision of the pocket. Can Texas get the job done, bring home a national championship for the first time since Vince Young? Their first matchup of the season comes against the reigning, defending national champion Ohio State Buckeyes, led by Ryan Day, and Columbus, Ohio is going to be rowdy and raucous for that one. Another sensational week number one matchup comes with the Clemson Tigers hosting the LSU Tigers. It's a battle of Death Valley. It's a battle of the Tigers, and it's going to be great under the lights in South Carolina. Another discussion with college football is the number two team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions. We are frauds. Every single season, the Penn State Nittany Lions seem to have a great season going. They get up to the top, haven't played anyone good, finally play a real team, and they find a way to lose. Is this the year? Drew Aller, one of the best quarterbacks in the country. He's a favorite, one of the favorites to win the Heisman Trophy. He's one of the favorites to be the top pick of the NFL draft. The team has everything they need, and it's Coach Franklin. It's his chance, his golden opportunity to prove Penn State football is not a fraud. Otherwise, the storyline will continue and continue and continue. Penn State, just the little brothers to Ohio State, Michigan, and the rest of the powerhouses in college football. So a lot of excitement coming week number one, and throughout the season, of course, Indiana, the surprise a season ago. Will there be a surprise to get into the dance this year, the top 12? And of course, the discussion about the playoff. Is 12 teams too little, too much? What's going to be the situation here in 2025? We also have discussions about the National Football League. When you talk about college, you got to talk about the professionals. And it is week number 2 of the preseason now. But of course, week number 1, we have a great matchup, big-time playoff implications as the Buffalo Bills and the reigning MVP Josh Allen go up against Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Both teams are trying, they're knocking on the door to try to make the Super Bowl, something that the Kansas City Chiefs have on lock in the AFC. Year after year, people diss on Patrick Mahomes because his stats are not there anymore, but all he does is win, baby, win. I don't necessarily like Patrick Mahomes or the Kansas City Chiefs, but you got to respect what they've been putting together in the AFC, and it's time for one of those other two teams to step up, or anyone else. I just don't see anyone else getting the job done in the AFC. And of course, the NFC is really wide open. Of course, the Eagles, the favorites to get out again, I would assume, best team of the National Football League a season ago. But the question marks about Detroit, obviously the injuries kind of marred them a season ago, but now without Ben Johnson as the offensive coordinator, we'll see what the offense looks like there. But there's really a lot of question marks in the NFC. Eagles should have it, but we'll see what happens in the NFL. And, of course, fantasy football coming your way so soon. The excitement week after week of switching your lineups and hoping your team can deliver against your buddies. And finally, in the discussions for today, it's the FedEx Cup playoffs. Week number 1 of the PGA Tour happens at the FedEx St. Jude Classic from TPC Southwind in Memphis, Tennessee. It was Tommy Fleetwood who is fleeting his first win. He's trying so hard to find a way. Travelers Championship. He has a 3-stroke lead with 3 holes to go, and Keegan Bradley takes him down. And now, this is a golden opportunity, another 54-hole lead of the PGA Tour, but who's right behind him? Of course, it's Scottie Scheffler, the world number 1, who's been dominating the fashion of golf over the last 3 seasons. But it wasn't Scottie who would be the thorn in his side. It would be Justin Rose, who blossomed 4 birdies in his final 5 holes to catapult him to the top of the leaderboard, where he met J.J. Spaun, the U.S. Open champion. They went to a playoff, and on the 3rd playoff hole, it was Justin Rose who netted an 11-foot putt and topped Spaun for the win. He hasn't gotten back to the Tour Championship since 2019, where he won the FedEx Cup. And now Justin Rose, the 45-year-old Englishman, has a chance to dance yet again. And of course, 2 weeks from now, the Tour Championship from Atlanta, Georgia, it is going to be madness, because all 30 players who make it, the winner of that tournament will become the FedEx Cup champion. So excitement is coming your way soon. There it is, 5 Minutes of Fury, the rundown for today. All you need to know about sports. We'll catch you next time.